Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on the Culture News. My name is David SERERO, and today I have the great pleasure to have over the phone a fantastic lady. Her name is EBBY Antigua. I'm trying to do it with a beautiful Latino accent. And she's a fantastic woman, and she's the creative fashion director of a magazine that everybody knows. The name of that magazine is, of course, Latina magazine. And we have on the phone Mrs. EBBY Antigua. How are you, EBBY?
Hello, how are you doing?
It's a
I'm
pleasure
excited.
to have you on the phone. Hola. No hablo mucho español.
Mucho español.
You know, my dear,
Yes.
I'm sure if I read more often than I should, the wonderful magazine Latina, I'm sure my Spanish will get a little bit better. I'm pretty sure. But I fell in love thanks to you. I mean, I was already in love, but I fell in love thanks to you, to the Latino culture, because it's absolutely amazing. And we're going to talk about all of that. First of all, let me start by congratulating you for all the wonderful work that you are doing, for all your passion to promote the Latino culture and the Latina woman who is more beautiful than ever. So, first of all, congratulations for all of that. Now,
Thank you.
My pleasure, my dear. So now for the few people who don't know you, why don't you start to tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and what brought you to fashion, and then what brought you to Latina magazine?
So this go way back. Latina is going to be now, our anniversary is coming up. It's 20 years coming up.
Wow.
And so Christy Holberger, who's the founder of Latina magazine, I remember my sister coming to me and telling me, oh, my God, Jennifer Lopez at that time was on the cover. And she's like, you need to work for this magazine. Wow. And I'm like, oh, my God, this magazine is for me as a Latina. And so I was born, of course, in New York City. My parents are both Puerto Rican. And the fact that this magazine is more for people like me, girls like that. Our parents are born in our Latino country, you know, like Puerto Rico, Colombia, Cuba, but they're born here. And they talk Spanish at home, and then they go to school, they talk English. So I fell in love with the magazine, and I, pursued to get a job, and I got a job. And as the creative director, I am in charge of the covers, and I go along with the celebrities. I come up with the ideas of how we're going to shoot the cover and mood boards. And so, of course, they need to approve. I thank God everything has been great. They've never said no. Everything I send, they say yes. So that's a good thing so far. So I'm holding on to that. And so go ahead.
No, go ahead, my dear. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So as creating the cover, I also love fashion. My mom was a seamstress. I was in the Miss New York USA pageant.
Wow, congratulations. I was Miss New Jersey.
You remember?
I was Miss New Jersey. You don't remember me? I won Miss New Jersey,
So that's great. So that's a great thing. That's really good. And so my mom would make my dress. And the fact that I love fashion, and I love I love how things are made and how materials are put together and the details of the outfit. And so I love doing that. So what I do is I hire stylists, the photographers, and I go through the clothes with the stylist, and I kind of put this idea, whatever the mood board I come up with. For example, Jennifer Lopez I worked with. I did a whole Dolce Gabbana kind of look, Spaniard look. Wow. And so I sent her the mood board. And again, I had to work with the stylist to pull Dolce Gabbana, to pull all kinds of clothing that had that kind of feeling. And that's what I love. I love putting clothes together. That's what I say best.
Wow, my dear, you're phenomenal. And one thing I really want to congratulate you about is that you didn't close yourself the way you are being the creative and fashion director for this wonderful magazine Latina, is you didn't close yourself into the Latina niche,
Yes.
Is that you really, your origins are Latina, but you made it, let's say, accessible to everybody. So that's really for all women. So that's really beautiful. And also the Latino culture in America is very, very strong. And I use the word culture because the Latino, they brought their culture. Like what would be America without J-Lo, without Eva Mendes, without Mark Anthony? What would be America without Louis Armstrong, without jazz music, without, you know what I mean? So that's beautiful always of how you guys can bring, you know, so much to, yet be faithful to your origins, but also understand the world of today and share your heritage. This is really a specialty of people from Puerto Rico, really.
Exactly. But what's great about it is that we Latinos are all different shapes and sizes. So you have Dasha, who's Dominican, and she has a beautiful body, voluptuous body, and curvy. And then you have, you know, Jennifer Lopez, another one. And then you have, you know, Salma Hayek. So we all come in different types of body type and also color, skin color, hair color. And that's what's fun about Latina, that I can dress and I can work with the stylist and kind of come up with so many ideas for the cover because they're all different. They're all different. It's never the same.
That's true. That's true. And what I like on your website is that you can, you have some, you know, some free stuff, some contests. So, you know, the New Yorkers, even if they are very rich, they love the free stuff, you know.
Yes. So, and we also, you know, in Latina, what's great is that we all think about different price points, and we can go high end and we can go low end, and that's what's great about Latina. And it's especially I have a page called Obsession, which is all, you know, it is luxury, and people are like, wow, you know, that's really expensive, but the idea of that page is an inspirational page. It's basically everything, the secrets I found out with celebrities, what they love, the brands, what's going on in their lives, and I bring that into that page. And that page should be inspirational for you to kind of go somewhere else. If it's a nice Gucci dress, you can, guess what? You can get it in Ann Taylor. If green is the hot color, you already know. And so that's the whole idea of this that page.
Oh, yeah, no, it's really good. And I always say fashion is not, you can be well-dressed, you can be very fashionista, you know, I understand how to use the word. But you don't necessarily need to be very rich. You can, it's a choice, because I would say fashion, it's the way that you express. Music is how you express your voice, your musicianship, acting is your body, but also fashion is how you can express yourself with your clothes. And
I agree.
And you guys at Latina, Latina magazine, really have understood it better than ever, because as you say, you have such a range from the small stuff and the big guys. And one thing I like, I must say, is that you can enter to win an autograph battle of Jade Love by Jennifer Lopez. So if you see probably about 100 entry contests, that will come from my family. Okay? It will probably, you know, you know,
Jennifer was great to work with.
Oh no, you know, I did a music video with her.
Oh, did you?
I played a role with her in a music video she did called El Mismo del Sol, something like that. I forgot the.
I gotta look it up now. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube.
But the whole video clip has not been released yet. There are only 30 seconds of it. El Mismo del Sol. That's it. I remember she did a duet with somebody who is apparently a big star in the Latino world. Forgive me, but I forgot the name. But no, that was funny. So she was, but she's so professional.
Yeah, and here she goes. She comes from the Bronx, and you know, again, like going back to dressing, it doesn't have to be expensive. You know, and the shoots, one of the tricks in the shoots that we do is, for example, if we're doing a shoot, we'll have a Gap white shirt, collar shirt. We'll turn it around. We'll turn it around to make it amazing. You know, so that's so important. You know, and how it looks.
Women, they have the talent to take with nothing, with guacamole, with a few, you know, with the un po' di patron and lemonade, you know, they can make a fest bigger than you will get at the Four Seasons.
Yes.
They're amazing for that, and really, God bless you guys. So
thank you so much.
My pleasure. One thing I wanted to tell you about is that I had the pleasure to see you, I think it was like 2 days ago, at a very fantastic event. I wanted to talk to you about it. I wanted you to tell me about it. It would be more appropriate.
Oh, yes, Latinista.
Yes, the Latinista Fashion Week. We showcased the spring-summer collection of celebrity designer Cesar Galindo and the fashion designer Henry Picado of Este and Chelo. That's how you say it, CHLO?
Yes, Henry. Yes, Picado.
Yeah. So I wanted to tell you, how did this come together and who created that great idea to do a Latinista Fashion Week?
So it's interesting because Latinista came from Dee Rivera, who used to work here at Latina and was also she was the fashion director many, many years ago.
Wow.
And she came up with this idea that she wanted to do this like 5 years ago. And so she's been doing this for 5 years of, recognizing Latino designers. And so I haven't seen her for many years, and I bumped into her at an event, and she says to me, "What are you doing?" I told her what I'm doing, and I told her I'm also a fashion director, and she's like, "Wow!" And I also told her that I have featured 15 amazing upcoming Latino designers who need to be recognized, who are not being recognized, and I did a big event at a beautiful yacht. And 200 people came, and it was entrepreneurs.
Did you keep the yacht at least? Did you keep the yacht?
No, I wish I could keep it.
You are not, darling, you are not Puerto Rican. If I bring my Puerto Rican friends to a yacht, they
would drive the yacht
they
away.
go with it.
They would drive the yacht away.
We will love the yacht. No, I understand. Even if I have a yacht, to bring it even into Manhattan. Even Midtown.
The yacht was so beautiful. And it was called the Safari Yacht, and it was amazing. And so she noticed that I like to help these designers, and so she wanted me to host, her event. So I went ahead and said, yes, I believe in designer. Cesar Galindo, I've known him for many years. We had done something with Cesar Galindo many, many years ago, and he's a fantastic. Henry Picado also attended my yacht party, I can say, my event. And so he came with his amazing models. Like he walked in with beautiful 3, 4, 12 models with his dresses, who was like phenomenal. So I wanted to be a part of it because if it could help each individual designer out there, Latino, Latinas, that's important to support each other. So, so Dee Rivera is the one who came up with Latinista, and she asked me to host it.
Amazing. She's amazing. We'll try to interview her also to talk about what she thinks of the Latina Fashion Week and everything.
Yes.
But also, I was really stunned by this lovely man, Henry Picado. The colors that he used. I mean, I've never seen a red. Do you remember that red?
Oh, the red.
Dresses?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
it was
I've
beautiful.
never seen that.
Oh,
yeah,
it
and
was
the blue.
gorgeous.
You remember that light blue that he had? The blue azure.
Oh, I wanted everything.
Yeah.
I wanted everything. He has a dress that I would love to borrow, and I'm gonna call him up.
Well, I can hook you up if you want.
Let me tell you, I wanted to run away with it, and I was like, I told the model, take it off. But,
once I wanted to run away with one of the dress, and I took the model with it,
Well, so, I'm not interested in the model. I'm interested in the dress. You can have the model. I'll take the dress. How about that?
But there was one very special, the very last model, you remember? That was his daughter.
Oh, can I tell you about his daughter? His daughter is fantastic. His daughter, I met her at I've met him before, but I didn't meet his daughter till the day of the event. And his daughter walks in, and she goes to the runway, and she starts modeling down the runway. Wow. And then I'm like, wow. And she goes, I'll teach you. And I'm like, okay. And so, of course, I've done pageants, Miss New York USA, and I've done it. So, but she taught me something that I didn't know. She goes, you need to stop, and she taught me how to run, do the runway.
Wow.
And she says, you need to stop, and you pause, and you count to 4. And I'm like, why do you count to 4? And she goes, well, you need to have the photographer give you time to shoot.
Wow.
And I'm like, you're right. So she goes 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down the and she was fantastic. And that's how I met her. She's so fantastic.
Amazing.
She's a great personality.
Most of the models usually, and I realized that I had a lot of friend designers who had the shows in the official, in the New York Fashion Week, and,
yes.
and they told me, so what did you think? I said, please ask to your models to go at least twice slower. They run like so fast. I'm like,
yes.
I mean, what's the point? You guys are doing a fashion show, investing tons of money, and we cannot appreciate the fabric.
Yes.
And
that's where Cesar Galindo. Did you see how he went? How he had all the models standing there. They didn't go down the idea. And a lot of in Fashion Week, I've been going to a lot of Fashion Week. They've been doing that. So they've been posing like mannequins, and they stand there, and you walk around and you look at it. So a lot of designers, a lot of
that's
designers
how
are
I
doing
met
that.
my wife.
Oh, did you?
I went into a place. She was standing, and there was the price tag near her. So I said, okay, I'll buy. No, I'm just kidding.
That's great. I
so,
know you get it.
But I tell you something about Henry is that after his fashion show, we saw each other, we shook hands, and I said, it's funny is that about a week ago, I was invited at the United Nations for an event, and there was a guy who looked exactly like you. And he said, that was me. That was him, actually, who was at the United Nations at the same event where I was. So from
that's
that,
amazing.
that was very.
He's
very,
a great guy. His wife was there. I met his wife. His beautiful wife. And so he's a great personality, very talented. Again, also Cesar Galindo is another one who's very talented. So I think they both were a great couple. I think they were both a great combination because Henry had beautiful, solid colors, and then Cesar Galindo had patterns, and it just went so beautiful, like a fairy tale. I mean, Cesar Galindo had the whole fairy tale kind of thing, and Henry had the whole elegant, very, just gorgeous.
Yeah, and we can tell that he has dressed like, you name it, all the biggest stars in the world, like all the biggest people from Oprah Winfrey to Lady Gaga, who is a very small singer. She's starting out. Lady Gaga, check her out. I think she has a big future. I'm kidding.
Yes.
And Selena Gomez, Papi, and many great. Queen Latifah, wonderful.
Yes, I've met her. She's amazing.
Yeah, and that event, you had like such a range of Latino celebrity and also a range of wonderful brands. I want to congratulate you. I fell in love with that drink, Inca Cola.
Yes, you love that drink? That's amazing.
It's like really, really amazing. There were some beautiful glasses called Diaz. Really beautiful.
Diaz, she's amazing. You need to look her up. Diaz is an amazing sunglasses designer. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm dropping some names because I really, really want to acknowledge all these people because they make also the whole event and they also, they have this Latino touch, and I think it totally makes sense to have them around, and it's beautiful. How these wonderful Latino people of
community, and supporting
and
support
all the regular culture, and it was perfectly orchestrated. The rain stopped literally 5 minutes before the show started, so God must be with you.
Yes.
God must be with you.
There was a little glitch, but I think it was good to pause a little bit. I think it was, and then God took care of it, let's just say.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end, we had, some celebrities there. It was great. We had, TV, newspaper, Daily News wrote about BNI, and it came out yesterday in the newspaper. And so the fact that and like I told you, it's not for them to acknowledge us, but to acknowledge the designers out there who are struggling to make a mark, and that's what's important.
Absolutely, and I think even beyond that, what you managed to do, and I tell you really from the bottom of my heart, is to really put a strong accent also on the Latino fashion. You know, there is a fashion, there is a Latino fashion, like we have the haute couture, but there is also a style, and there are women out there who are very proud of their heritage, and I don't blame them because it's beautiful heritage, and they want to have, to also support some great designer like our dear friend Henry and many other. So what is next for you? Because I know that a Latina woman, she has always many, many things in her head and many projects and many new ideas all the time, because you ladies are so creative. I think it's dangerous is to get married with a Latina woman because every day she wants to change the house and the furniture, right?
Yes, yes, I do. I want to do so much. Yes, I do want to get more involved in the fashion industry because I do love fashion and get more involved with the celebrity. And so that's what I do. I have designers coming to me and say, hey, do you know a celebrity that would wear my outfit? I'm like, yeah. So I'm sort of like the little connector, and I love connecting.
Yeah, the matchmaker.
The matchmaker. So I don't know what can come up about this, but to know that I know some celebrities who also are looking for designers who wants to, a designer that will fit their shape, their body shape, their curves. And so that is my dream, to help these, designers and celebrities. Like, hey, you know what? You have Cesar Galinda, you have Henry Picado, who would love to dress you, but their communication, there's no, so I think I would love to be the connector to that and kind of like help these designers reach these celebrities or whoever, or just a regular person like me who would love to wear one of their dresses.
Yeah, no, definitely. You are absolutely the perfect person for that, and you have such a personally elegant look, and you're a very accessible person in the mean that I realize that the bigger the star is, the bigger the person is more important, the easiest the person is. The more accessible
that's so nice
it is.
To hear.
I realize that, and usually when some models or some fashion designers, they have done one show and they can't feel themselves anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
exactly.
Usually people don't go very far. But what I want to say is how accessible you are and how passionate you are. This is something that we can feel the minute we meet you and the second we see you on stage and
thank you.
And just me, Latina Magazine is very, very lucky to have you. Both were meant really to be together, and I'm going to take a subscription to that magazine now.
Yes, and follow me at EBBY ANTIGUA. #obsession. Always do that. I'm always.
Okay, I will do that. I will definitely.
That is great.
Follow you. So, my dear EBBY, is there anything you want to add? Because we talk about Latinista, which is again the kind of the Latino fashion.
Yes, I want to add that our 20th anniversary is coming up for Latina, and it's been 20 years. It was amazing. All these beautiful Latinas, different shapes and sizes and color, and to go, and I hope there's another 50, 60 years from now.
Oh, they will.
That it keeps on going, and Latinas like me that could always remember that there's always room for other Latinas in the same boat. Basically, what I'm saying is help the next Latina up. Pick her up.
And I'm telling you, very soon we'll have a Latino president in America because we need the Latina.
We need some flavor.
The Latino people are so not only hard worker but very, very smart, very intelligent, and very passionate, and they have something like they understood the fine line between working hard but also don't take life too much seriously. Have fun.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Always have fun. Always have fun.
Yeah. And we can hear that in their music and in their movies and in the dance.
Music.
And
yes.
they always, even in terms of alcohol, you don't have any serious Latino alcohol. It's all tequila.
No.
It's all
Exactly.
like the fun, the fun stuff. So, my dear EBBY, thank you so much for taking some time out of your very busy schedule. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David SERERO, and I had the pleasure on the Culture News today, which you can hear on iTunes Radio, on iTunes Podcast, and even on SoundCloud and all the platforms. I had the pleasure to have the fantastic, the one and only EBBY Antigua, who is the creative fashion director of Latina magazine and also Obsession, and she was also one of the host of Latinista Fashion Week, which was kind of a Latino Fashion Week within the New York Fashion Week. She's a fantastic woman, very elegant woman, and you can definitely read and know more about her on the website, which is latina.com, and don't forget to subscribe to that wonderful magazine. My dear EBBY, it was a pleasure having you. Thank you very much.
So much. And check out the videos, Obsession Videos at Latina, where I interview all the celebrities.
Oh, I will do that. I will share them also on my social media. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. Gracias.
Thank you, dear. You take care. Bye-bye.